Hi everybody! In Project I2 Connect, we have created a list of really nice tools which are useful for network analysis. At this point, we are looking for the ways how to teach advisors how to use them. We can use it during the field visits. We have video on that as well, but we can use the role-play method as well.
Before you start with the role play, we recommend to carry out a warm-up round with the participants in order to create a relaxed atmosphere. A very suitable icebreaker is the so-called mirroring method.
4 people are standing next to each other. One person is showing really slow movements. The person standing opposite is mirroring those movements. And those two who are standing just beside, they are questioning that person who is mirroring. Can you imagine that confusion, laughter that creates this energizer?
Before the training, the organizer makes up a story.
The story we made up was about the winter garlic growing method, which could be tested during the European Innovation Project Partnership.
In our case, the story has 5 characters.
And these 5 characters were distributed to 5 volunteers from the group.
Eric the farmer with the initial idea of winter garlic growing. Nathalia, a horticultural advisor. Matt, another, very experienced farmer. Oliver, a young farmer with little experience but eager to learn. And last but not least, Agnes. She is a researcher replacing her colleague Sabrina, who went on maternity leave.
We gave them the papers with the described role, who are they, what are their expectations from the project, and how they react on maybe some problems or some interaction between the partnership. Those who haven't get the roles, they are sitting outside the circle and they are observing all the process. Their role is really important because they are reflecting on what they hear, what they see, about the interaction among the group members, about these 5 characters. And then it just started, you know. We divided this exercise into 3 scenes. The first one was about introduction and the kickoff meeting, where everybody meets, feels really nice and ready to go. The second one is when challenges and problems have occurred and partners are meeting at that point. And the third one is resolving the problems they have faced. First scene. Characters are introducing themselves and behaving as the role prescribes. At this point, we asked to all participants to use the tools they got during the event and look at which stage project partners are in the innovation spiral and in which part each individual is in the coherent circle. What we have concluded after the first scene is that not all partners are on the same page in the spiral of innovation.
For example, Eric was already in the planning phase, whereas Agnes did not even reach the inspiration step. So, in this phase of the project, it is crucial to step back and bring all partners to the same page.
Scene 2 brought a lot of problems and challenges into the partnership.
The circle of coherence shows patterns of interactions within a group when they are facing problems. Only Nathalia and the young farmer Oliver are still in the so-called vital space. Because of the new situation, Agnes wants to flee, meaning to leave the project. Farmer Matt is ready to fight and Eric's initial motivation has frozen.
The question is how to bring the other partners into this vital space. We saw that this could be the job of Natalia, the advisor, that she could bring all of the parties back to the vital space. But at the same time, you don't know where the role play will bring you at the end. So this is something really interesting to discuss together with the observers and the role players. Observers decided that the project team should visit facilities of the university. So players got into the car and then It turned out that it's much easier to speak than when you are sitting in the meeting room. At the end of the scene 3, observers and the group decided that Eric should remain the leading partner, and Natalia could act as the free actor, as the person who glues together all the parts of the partnership and brings it to the smooth end.
And here is a summary of the most important points. Group size, 12 participants with 5 main characters. Carry out a warm-up exercise. Voluntarily assign roles between the group members. Prepare the story and the description of the different roles. Use the I2 Connect tools for co-creation. Invite observers first, then role players to discuss the results. End the exercise with a positive spirit.
What I really love about this role play is that you can share experience, your personal experience and feelings in really safe and inspiring environment.